From with the offense today, after last week, the way y'all were able to move the ball and run a little bit, I was, I'm sure y'all expected to have a little more success. What was the more doing defensively that really gave y'all some issues?
Wasn't really much, basically what we saw on film, that's basically what they did. As an offense, we didn't execute every time, so that's just something that we need to get back to work at and just keep grinding.
Yeah, I think they took away the running game. I think they did a lot better than what people have done the last week. Kind of forced y'all in this passing game, but you haven't had a lot of success on this year. Did you get the sense that it was going on?
Well, yeah, we have a pretty good passing game. The run game's just been very good for us, but it actually didn't work that well. We had Michael Henry go down, which is one of our better backs, and I feel like Tobias Lofton came in and did a pretty good job, to come in and take his place. But again, that's just something that we need to get back to work on and just keep working at it.
You got to break a punt return for a touchdown. Again, I know it's no consolation. You're looking for a win, but still you're able to make a big play there. And I think all-purpose yards, you had like 283, 286 all-purpose yards in kick returns, and you got a reception or something like that. Yeah, 5 yards, but almost 290 yards at all-purpose returns. I know you've been getting close. Looked like you've been getting close to breaking one. You finally got today. Tell me what happened on that play. What did you see, and obviously how the blocking set up?
The punt return?
Yeah.
Well, for the past weeks, we've been pretty much going after the punt. So we've been trying to get a block. That's why I got caught a few times. But this week we actually went with a hold up. So I was able to get some blockers, and they did what they had to do, and it was all because of them that I got that touchdown.
Yeah, like I said, you've been close the last guy. I think you've been a step away a few times. This is that. I hate to say it, but it's something we see improvement in when it comes to special team. This return unit, and I guess you were sensing it was going to happen.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we've been getting better every week. But we started off hard with Arkansas and North Texas, so we was going up against FBS teams, so that gave us big confidence. I was able to get to 20 a lot of times. So I mean, if you're doing that against those guys, and Arkansas, that's the SEC. So I mean, they just got to keep working. And everything that happened because of them. Everything I get to do, that's because of my blockers.
This losing streak continues. I know this is only your first year here, but this is actually 14 straight for this team going back from last year. I know y'all wanted to get it done here, but obviously we got to go back on the road. Houston Baptist. We're just in that situation, learn and move forward again, huh?
Oh yeah, it's definitely, you got to have that don't quit attitude. We got to come in and grind harder and harder. Obviously what we've been doing hasn't really been working that much for us, so we have to find something more. We have to put in more effort. Everything, you got to work harder, study harder, everything. We got to just get these things going, and hopefully we get this win next week.
All right, Keenan. Thank you, bud. Appreciate it, man. He's good.
That's it.
Good. All right.
Good job, kid.
Appreciate it.
Coach, I mean, I'm sure you didn't expect the way this played out in this first half, especially after, some of the signs that were shown last week, 42-0 before y'all got in the end zone, and it probably was out of hand earlier than that. Just your comments, I guess.
Well, the thing that's so befuddling to me, and it is exactly what I said to the team, is how can we go and play against someone who, I thought that actually of the two teams, I thought that Stephen F was the stronger football team, and yet at least we put up a battle with them going into the into the third quarter. And today, now, don't get me wrong, I think Lamar is a very sound football team, and they have some speed and they have some good players, good quarterback. But to go out and play that way and take such a step backwards after we, seemed like we were taking some solid steps forward, that's very, very disappointing.
Yeah. It seemed like they emphasized taking away the running game on the offense early, and forcing you to pass, which honestly we haven't had a lot of success this year, and that just seemed to help them jumpstart on their side.
Well, there's no doubt about it. You know, we have not, and I've said this all
Yeah.
along for the past few weeks, we have to find a pass game, and I thought that we did some things to try to help us with our pass game, but you know we're having problems three-step quick pass game protecting right now, and you know that we've got to find a way to figure that out. So it's very obvious that sooner or later someone's going to say, okay, throw all you want, we're gonna come up to your run game and take that away from you, and they did a good job of doing that because they knew that we were ineffective in the passing game.
Of course, your defense, I mean, we really didn't stop them in the first half. I think they scored on 6 of 9 possessions, and there was 2 interceptions and 1 for the end of the first half. You know, it's like almost like a slow kill kind of in some aspects. I know y'all tried to do everything y'all could, but y'all just couldn't seem to stop this team.
There's no question about it that, you know, from a standpoint of a football game, on offense and defense, we were ineffective and just didn't get anything going. We didn't support one another. You know, in the kicking game, you saw Keenan Canty really running the ball very well. That was a big positive, and Josh Singleton getting 2 interceptions. So, you know, those 2 were certainly the bright spots of our performance, but it certainly wasn't enough to get us into the battle and into the thick of the battle of this game.
Yeah. I guess with this, you know, this losing streak that it is, and being a back-to-back home games, I guess you probably expected a little more fire from this team coming out today, huh?
Yes, I did. I thought that after last week that, you know, the way we felt good about ourselves having battle, we didn't feel good about losing, but we felt good about getting better and playing harder and faster and executing better. And today we just, you know, like I think I said before, we seem to take a big step backwards. And I have to, you know, I have to take the I have to take the onus to that, and I got to figure a way to find out how to rally these troops to play as well as they're capable of playing, and they are capable of playing a lot better than they played today.
Yeah, and we go back on the road next week with Houston Baptist, and you know, talking with Keenan and Josh is just, you know, let's learn from this and move forward, and that's where we at right now again, huh?
Yeah, you know, but we can't let it be the same old thing. We've got to figure something out and figure what it is that triggers this group to help them play as they're capable of playing, and that's the big concern I have right now.
All right, cool. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Thank you, Zach. Thank you.
All right.
Thanks, Coach.